I'm not. I'm not doing it.
But you said you'd do it. It's an experiment.
It's not. It's not even... No, you're not going to get me like that.
Oh, well, I want to do it. I don't see the harm in it.
I can't believe you paid money for this. How does it even work?
Levkules.
What?
Well, the website says it's called Levkules.
Can you get a refund?
Can't you have a little faith in it, just for me, please?
I have no faith, not in God and not in advertising.
Spoken like a true scientist.
Well, you haven't been to church in 2 years.
I stopped going, that's true.
Because you're living in sin?
You're such a cretin to live with. I'm practically a saint. Look, I reckon you don't believe in this because you don't believe in love.
Of course I believe in love. Everybody does.
No, you don't. Otherwise you would have taken the test with me.
I'm not doubting the existence of love. I'm just doubting the marketing department of manufacturers of cheap crap.
Look, I think you're too much of a scientist sometimes. You were like this with that Bigfoot documentary.
Oh, Bigfoot doesn't exist.
But he might do.
He really doesn't.
But how do you know that?
Because I do.
But he might do. Open mind. You always told me to keep an open mind. Now.
Ever wondered how much love you possess? Curious as to how you measure up? Well now, using Levkules technology, we can help you find out. Congratulations on purchasing our patented technology sensor helmet. Our helmet can read your brain patterns and accurately predict how much love you feel towards someone, or even something, just by looking at it. You can score yourself and then share it. Let all your friends know how much you can love. Compatible with all mobile devices, finding that important number is now as easy as can be. Please remember to check that you have the latest updates on your mobile device.
Are you going to listen or are you going to huff?
Alcohol or other substances.
Look, I can't take this
There are no
utopia in a
side
field. Look at them.
But be sure to check with your GP or therapist before using.
This isn't the romantic evening I had planned.
Oh, so that's why you cooked for me, was it? Well, calm down. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point.
That's not why I cooked.
You're so transparent. Okay, let's do this. So we need to put the headsets on, rerun the app, and then we need to basically just concentrate.
Concentrate? On what?
On each other. We need to think of each other.
Sounds simple.
No, stop. And then we need to wait for the results to register and we can just, see how we've done.
The results.
Yeah.
This is such capitalist bullshit. I mean, we can potentially measure people's thoughts. And the first thing they do is chuck out crap like this to capitalise on people's weaknesses. Let's take your art, for example. How arty is your art?
What?
Your art. How art-like is your art? It's a new scale. We'll call it articules.
Okay, now you're being ridiculous.
See? Right. Yes, I am being ridiculous. You can't measure art, so how can you measure love? You're the art expert. You know how arty something is, right?
Yes, I do. And on a scale of patronising, patrocules so they're called, you're being a 10.
Out of what?
A 10. A 10 being the level just above being a dipstick.
Smooth. Jesus Christ. You know I believe in love. I love you.
Right?
I just think that thing in there is a waste of time and money. Why do we need it? Don't you trust me? How can anyone use it more than once, for God's sake?
I imagine people use it more than once so that they can measure love, and then they use it again and work on it.
Romantic? Does it come with love exercises? lover sizes? Sorry, you're still upset, aren't you?
I'm fine.
You're not fine. Nobody who says they're fine is fine, that's a known fact.
You obviously want me to be fine, so I'll be fine.
That's not what I want. What I want is for you to see sense.
So do what you want, in other words. If you love me, you'd take the test.
But it makes no sense. Art can't be measured. Love can't be measured. Music can't be measured.
So culture doesn't exist then?
No, of course culture exists. I mean, I love Doctor Who.
So the whole human spirit means nothing to you? See, that's the problem with people like you. Unless you can measure it or examine it under a microscope, then you don't take it seriously. And now that technology can actually measure love, the thing that keeps us ticking, you still don't believe in it. You see, art and culture are just ethereal in your world. That's why it doesn't make any sense to you.
But that's all still so subjective. What's the resting point for love? What's point zero? What's ground zero for love?
It's called ambivalence and the negative values of hate.
But then that's still subjective.
No, love isn't subjective.
How can you measure culture? All right, let's go downstairs, put that thing on and measure how much you love Jesus.
That's different.
Is it? Isn't faith love? Let's put that thing on and see how big your faith is.
Look, there's no harm in taking this test. I'll put it on now and show you how much I love you.
Don't, please.
Just take the test with me. Don't you dare.
Look, can you take that off while we talk, please? Why is this so important to you?
For me, please.
This is getting like it always does.
What?
You make that face, and then when I don't do what you want, you cry, and then I end up doing it anyway.
But you always get like this as well, really logical and pig-headed, and it makes me feel stupid.
Come on, you don't feel stupid.
You don't know how I feel. Don't tell me how to feel.
Surely we can just measure it? Look, what happens if we do the test and the results aren't what you think they'll be?
What?
What if they come back and you don't love me as much as I love you, or you don't love me at all?
Is that what you're worried about?
What about Mike?
Oh my God.
He was a massive part of your life and you won't even talk about him.
I don't want to talk about him. Okay?
Well, you obviously loved him more than me.
How do you even know that?
Rachel said you two barely left the bedroom.
Sex. Is that what you're worried about? Look, sex isn't love. It doesn't mean a thing.
Doesn't it?
Well, Mike's dead. He died 2 years ago. And you'd know how much I love you if you took the test.
What if it isn't what you think it's going to be? I mean, there's so many levels to our subconscious. It's just... It's a bit like Schrödinger's cat.
Who?
Schrödinger. Come on, Schrödinger. Everybody knows Schrödinger. Okay. Right. Pass me Neil.
What?
Thank you. Now, Schrödinger proposed that if you put a cat in a box with a radioactive isotope that has a 50-50 chance of decaying, then half the time the cat will die, but half the time the cat will survive. But you don't know until you open the box. So Schrödinger said that until you open the box, the cat is both alive and dead. It can be in two states simultaneously.
What the hell does a nutter with a pissed off cat in a box and a radioactive heliotrope
Isotope?
have to do with us?
Well, we're the cat. We don't know if we're alive or dead, like the cat.
We're a dead cat.
No. The minute you open the box, you change things. By observing and recording, we change it. We could potentially destroy us.
But this won't destroy us.
No test of love has ever made anyone happy.
But how do you know that unless you try? But you'd never try, would you? I mean, Mike always tried, even when... Even then. Please, for me?
I know he's dead, but I'm not him.
Please.